All right, welcome back to Sterling Share Homestead, everybody. So I don't know where I left you off, but we got our lights and our electrical boxes in everywhere on the outside of the house today. I'm going to take you downstairs and we'll go for a bit of a walk, among other things. We also, over the weekend, got, stay there, tape. We got the wires in for the ceiling fan and for the chandelier that'll eventually go in the living room and the dining room down here. The only thing I forgot to do while I was up there is staple all these wires. So I got to staple them off to this side all the way down the column here. Otherwise, we should be good to go. We've got everything in that we need. You can see the hole back here where that box comes in. You can see the holes up top where that box comes in. There's a little piece of light that you can see shining through. Yeah, that one's really apparent right there. And then we've also got the one down on the bottom here, and those are looking really good. So we're just saving all the things that we need to save for that. So I'll take you out and around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Not copyrighted because it's a parody. And we will go ahead and take care of that. My electrician also started wiring things up with what they are. All of the different things. He's got 4 circuits in, plus one of the main trip, what are they called? Arc fault, ground fault breakers here. He's got one of those in. So we've got those good to go. And then I'll show you guys the outside of the house here. A lot of stuff done over the last 2-3 days. We're preparing tomorrow to get the, you can see, to get the dug in line for the septic system. We trenched that out over the weekend as well. And so that's all trenched in, and all we got to do is run the line through and out to that post. You probably can't see that post because it's in the sun. Now you probably can. Right in here as a post. So we're going to get our conduit run out there. We'll run some wire out there. We're going to put a 30 amp circuit out there, so if we ever have an RV, they can park along the woods here and we can have an RV person set up right there. And then I also got the boxes in here. I got that one. Do not have one on that side because it's not required. And we got 3 lights. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll go this way. And we finished putting in the 2 lights and 2 receptacles out here. 1 for each door. So we got 1 for the patio door and 1 also for where the bathroom door comes out here. And you'll see that as we walk around. You can see those red pieces of tape. That's a very good indication. So this one's also pretty self-explanatory. We've got, oh man, they did come out at the same height. We did that great. So we've got receptacle, light, light. This light will be turned on by a switch that's inside the patio door. This light is turned on from the bathroom. So if you want 2 lights out here, you can have them both. If you just want a single one because you're just leaving the bedroom and not the bathroom, you can do that too. And then that covers our requirement for there. We also got another one in over here. And to stay consistent, because it was easier on me going up the ladder that high, we kept it even with the electrical box here. There was a space to mount this right above the door. I think it makes more sense to go straight up and down here. That way they're in line, especially that makes sense for the siding too. So that's in. And then the last one we put in today, and in the summer this side will get some sun, but not very much. You can see where it's hanging out right now. This is the last one we took care of. We've got 1 receptacle box, 1 light. So we're good to go. So lots of stuff going on here. We're basically waiting right now on a few contractors to get in. My plumber is supposed to be here in a couple days. My electrician and I have been working the last week, and we've got a lot of stuff down. I mean, you can see he's already at the point where he can wire the panel in because he knows that I'll do the rest of this stuff myself, which is great. And then basically just taking care of everything we can take care of until our rough inspection. So if we get the rough inspection in and we pass and we can start insulating, I'll be a happy guy. And then this is what I was talking about earlier. So we've got this post out here, a big 8-foot 4x6. So we'll mount a box on this for an RV panel. And on the opposite side, we'll get the septic tank in to here. And so that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. But overall, we're coming along. Very happy the roof is shingled. That's been saving us from any rains that we've had. But now with all those lights in, I can tell it's going to be very bright out here if both sets of lights are on, which is kind of the point. That way, if you're having parties or other things out here, eventually there'll be a campfire pit, probably somewhere in this vicinity. That'll be really fun to have and just use. So we'll come back to you tomorrow. I'm going to trench in this stuff with my electrician. And that'll be the next biggest update you guys will see here. So for you guys, it'll be a quick jump cut. For me, it'll be 24 hours. Hopefully this will be done. That way the rain doesn't make me trench out more of this stuff. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, welcome back. So I don't know where I left you guys off last time. A lot of things happened. My plumbers were here. They tied up all my lines together. You can see where they spliced in. They've got things locked in for me, and we are good to go. So we've got all that locked in, and it's running down, and they actually pressure tested all the stuff that I put in and the things they added on, sitting at 100 PSI, so we know it works. They left me my extra PEX pieces here, so I can use these for any other things that I need to put in, but we probably won't have a whole lot. And they didn't put any of the rough-in stuff down here, but it should be enough for my inspector to come in and at least approve the upstairs for me, so that I can at least get in and start vapor barrier and insulation on things. The other thing we've been doing, lots more lines. The electrician came in. You guys might have saw this already. And he's getting lines squared away. They finished up all the rough plumbing for me. Just your end pieces everywhere. Good to go, roughed in. They locked this off for me. He got the extra line in for here. Cut off that one over there. So that's standing good now. And then put in my shower mixer valves for things for me. They got this all in. So that mixer valve and that height for the shower, that's pretty freaking ideal where they've got that. They've got a hose bib for me that comes back into here, which is perfect. And that's one of our 2 hoses that'll come outside. You see that one on there? That looks really nice. There they got that. What else? I don't know, not a whole lot beyond that. But the fact that that's in and done is a huge win. And so when we eventually get to that point, that should be okay. He's got that locked off right now, but we got that in. And then upstairs, I actually helped him today. The electrician helped him too. We had to lift the tub in through the bathroom door on the master, and it didn't go up these stairs. We actually had to lift it up and over the banister or the half wall. And they got a tub in for me today too, among other stub outs that they went through and put in for me, which is really nice. So they got all those in, and then roughed in where all of those shower parts and pieces go. So that's really nice. So at this point, we are basically looking at calling up, see they left all my extra pieces out for me. At this point, we're looking at pretty much finishing up electrical. That is the hang up right now. And once that's all in and done, we can call our inspector and say, hey, we're ready for you. And at that point, what we'll do is we'll clean up everything in here and make it look as nice as we can and hope that we pass our rough-in inspections for things. Because if we do, it's a good day. If we don't, it's going to be a pain in the butt. But we're much, much closer now. The fact that that plumbing is all hooked in. Oh, the other thing I want to show you, this is also important. They hooked everything up to our main venting line out through the ceiling there, or the roof. So it's all hooked in now and roughed. All the vents are roughed, all the drains are roughed. The only thing that they're going to have to come back and do, and they're going to come back and do that after this first inspection set, is they are going to finish the lines in the basement. So those are all things that can be taken care of later. But the fact that they're all in, and at least not the electrician, the inspector knows where they're going to go, is a pretty big deal. For now, we'll flip off the main so none of that's on and nobody trips and hurts themselves. But we should be good to go. I just got to finish up some electrical work tomorrow. The other thing that the electrician and I were working on today, while we were like half helping a plumber, they did a really good job, was putting in the lines. You can see them popping out right there for the septic pump. So we've got that in here. It's coming out of the wall, goes in the ground. Down 18 inches is code because we're in conduit. And so we laid that all in there, ran all the wire through, glued it all up, and it's mostly done. I think at this point we're 75% of the way there. And so the wires are coming out here. We got enough to work with. What we'll do is we'll take a box, mount it on here, and then we got to hook up all of our different pieces. One for the actual septic pump itself. You plug it in like a regular outlet plug. One for the float and float switch. And then this here is the float switch alarm. So if for some reason the water's too high, like right now, that water is crazy high up in there. And that's because it's groundwater is filtering in through the risers, which is fine. The hope there is that once we get that pump wired, we can start it up right away and then pump out all of this water. Let's put these in a safe spot. Pump out all the water to the septic mound, and that'll hopefully help keep it green too, fingers crossed. So we'll put these in here for now. That's a good safe place, they don't roll around anywhere. And that's pretty much where we're at for this video. We got a lot done today. We're also in talks with a new company to take on our loan, because we've lost, if you're familiar with our story, we've lost quite a bit of time to weather delays and general contractor delays. And since I'm the general now, it's not nearly as delayed as it was. I've been actually progressing much faster than any general has on this project. So we'll come back to you, but that's what we got for now. And the hope is that trench will be done, so when it rains, it'll just fill it all in for us instead of me having to trench it again. So, see you back here. Hopefully tomorrow. Actually, I'm sure tomorrow. I got to work every day until it's done. All right, welcome back. So I finished up the electrical into our box. I closed it all up. There's a bunch of wire, probably 15 feet of wire that ran that way. I just coiled it all up and threw it in the box. We ran it in, and we put some silicone around the bottom, and that runs down 18 inches into the ground and then continues off and does its thing. And I still have to put in some other things, but it's all done into the house. So now this can be buried, and my electrician can eventually come back and connect the wires into here and do all the things he needs to in that box. So saved ourselves a lot of headache there. So we're hoping that we can then either come through the back of this into another box for the RV box, or come around the side of this and put it on this side. So we got an RV box on this side too. But that's what we got right now. It's a lot of dinking around, and hopefully the rain will actually fill in a lot of this for us. I'll probably come through and put some big rocks on it to hold it down, And then the rainwater will put in a bunch of dirt for me, so I don't have to really worry about it right now. But that's a serious accomplishment that we got that done and all taken care of. Not plugged in yet, but that water is not going to hurt anything. It's sitting where it's sitting, so we'll leave it where it is, and hopefully our electrician will be able to take care of that at some point in the next week. So we'll see you back some other time. I don't know if this will be the end of the episode or not. If you like what we do, consider giving us a like and a subscribe. And if you really like us, there's some merch links in the description. So from us at Sterling Shire Homestead, peace out. Till next time, everyone. Okay, so if you're still here, thanks for staying in the After Hours Club. This is the bonus content. We thought about it a little more, and it makes more sense to cover some of this trench in right away because there's a bunch of air in this line, and I have seen water come all the way up to the top of the trench. So it makes sense to at least throw rocks in to hold this down, and there'll be a couple spots where I'll probably put some dirt on it and fill it in. At least this walkway I'm gonna get level again, but we're gonna do that to at least keep the PVC down because it's all glued in and is gonna be buoyant if we don't do that. So we'll do that. I'll come back to you, and then that'll probably be it for today. Hello everyone, welcome back to Sterling Shire Homestead. We've got a river running through our backyard. You guys can probably see that. Oh, maybe not. It doesn't like to focus through the window. There it is. River running through our backyard. And a river running through our side yard because it's all raining today. You can see it right through there. You can kind of see it. And there's no rain coming through the house because the roof is on, which is good. I wonder if there's stuff over here too. If there's a river running through this side of the yard. It's not as bad over here, but you can see there's a little one like right through here. Not anything too crazy. That's pretty nice. And it's like running down through here. Jeez. A lot of interesting stuff going on. We organized, I shouldn't say we, I should say my mom and my mother-in-law organized all of our stuff. That's very nice of them. And now we're just kind of hanging out here doing work while it's pouring out. So that's that. It's working out good. You see the big puddles. You can't really because I'm in the way. But like right down there, like huge puddles here. Oh, I got the block on the door yet here. I'll show you guys what I mean. Well, we definitely got a lot of water. Very, very cool air right now. I'm just gonna open this for a while. Yeah, but you can see the puddle or the water that's like running through everything. We kind of figured that's what would happen here, but it is what it is, I guess. I'll put this back. What? We need you for a hot second here. Okay, I'll be right up. So lots of cool things. We'll come back to you in a bit. We're getting coax cable and internet run. All right, welcome back. This is my last welcome back on this video. We got a palm nailer and a compressor, which will probably go off and make everything noisy. You can see that. And we are fixing a piece of beam where the plumber cut out to make the drain for the bathtub in the second floor. And swinging a hammer on this side is easy, so you put all those in on it with a hammer. But you can't get in with how much space you've got in the back side of this with a standard appliance or a standard hammer. So, excuse me, I've been putting them in with the palm nailer, and so that's worked out great. I'm going to show you how this goes. So you take a nail and you put it in the end, and it's got a magnetic grip, so it'll hold that nail flat for me, just like this. You hold the palm portion, and then wherever you want to put the nail, so in my case, I'm going to go right there, you push, and it'll start doing it. And just like that, kaboom, we're done. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna do for this week. I'm gonna finish up this beam, and then I'm probably gonna take a break. It's been a long week, and this compressor's loud. I've got a bunch of different things on lists that I gotta finish up for electrical. I'm gonna do that. Anyway, it was nice having you here. If you like the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you really want to support us, we've got merch links in the description. Till next time, everybody, peace out.